And now let's get straight into the world of sports. Liverpool fans and, of course, Chelsea fans may have something very much in common very soon. And hope that our sport analyst, Udoka Njoku, gets to share with us what's going on over there. Good morning, Udoka.
Good morning, Olive. Good morning, Osarage. Today we're drinking Liverpool tea.
Yes, we are.
We shall enjoy it to the fullest.
Extra ice and whatever else, you can spice that.
Some lemon around it.
Yes.
Nice. A little bit of Anfield as well.
But of course, I'm guessing you'd share a little bit about Osimhen's performance yesterday.
Yeah, great performance from him, but he couldn't get on the score sheet, lost the penalty and got injured in the process, but it's just a minor injury and he should be back to action soon.
All right.
Go ahead. If you're quiet, are you a Liverpool fan?
No, I'm not.
Oh.
Most of the time, I'm a Manchester United fan, interestingly.
Okay, it's fine.
All right, talk to us. What's happening in sports?
All right, salute to the African Giants. Well, they stepped up on Wednesday night for their different clubs in the UEFA Champions League. The likes of Frank Kessié, Anguissa, Victor Osimhen, Mohamed Kudus, and Abakar Saila. Now for Osimhen, well, that's for the Nigerian and Napoli forward. He missed the penalty as the Italian Serie A leaders hammered Liverpool 4-1 in Naples. Osimhen missed the spot kick clumsily in the 18th minute, and that kick could have actually added to Napoli's lead after Peter Zielinski had given the Italian side the lead in the 5th minute. Cameroon's Andre Frank Anguissa and Giovanni Simeone extended Napoli's lead before Zielinski scored again after the break. It was a terrible opening half for Liverpool as Joe Gomez struggled to deal with Osimhen, and he was relieved when the Napoli forward struggled and he was taken off with an injury before halftime. His replacement, Simeone, needed just 3 minutes to score on his Champions League debut as Liverpool looked shell-shocked by the home side's relentless forward approach. Any hope of a second half comeback was over when Zielinski chipped the finish over Alisson from close range to make it 4-0. Luis Diaz called in for an immediate response and came close with a diving header. Still talking about the Champions League now, Rangers celebrated Champions League return, descended into a debacle as ruthless Ajax ran riot in Amsterdam. A nightmare first half obliterated hopes of a maiden win in the Dutch capital to mark the end of a 12-year absence from Europe's top tournament. Instead, the Europa League runners-up, that is Rangers, they were outclassed thanks to goals from Edson Alvarez, Steven Berghuis, Ghana's Mohamed Kudus, and Steven Bergwijn. The defeat is Rangers' second 4-0 defeat in the space of a week after their old firm slumped at Celtic Park on Saturday. All right, let's look at the results of the games that went down in the UEFA Champions League. We told you Barcelona as well tore apart their opponents, and starting off with Liverpool's game, 4-1 lost to Napoli, and Rangers lost to Ajax by 4-0. In Group B, it was Atletico Madrid still in that late win against Porto, 2-1, and it was Club Brugge defeating Bayer Leverkusen by 1-0, and it was Abakar Saila who scored that only goal for Club Brugge. And Barcelona, with Lewandowski getting a hat-trick in that game, defeated Victoria Pleasant by 5-1. And for Bayern, the German champions, they went away from home to defeat Inter Milan by 2-1. Leroy Sané getting on the score sheet twice, scoring a brace in that encounter. In Group D, it was Sporting defeating Frankfurt by 3-0. And for Richarlison, he had to turn up for Tottenham Hotspur as they defeated Marseille by 2-0. All right, looking at the Europa League fixtures to go down today, we'll see Arsenal taking on Zurich. PSV Eindhoven will be taking on Bodo Glimt, and that's in Group A. And moving on to Group B, Rennes will be taking on Larnaca as Fenerbahce will be up against Dynamo Kiev. And in Group C, Helsinki takes on Real Betis. Roma away from home will take on Ludogorets. And heading over to Group D now, Malmo takes on Braga. Union Berlin will be taking on Union Gilois in the Group D encounter in the Europa League. And Manchester United will be taking on Real Sociedad as Omonia Nicosia will be up against FC Sheriff, talking about the Europa League. But let's move on from that one now and go straight to Egypt. Well, starting off with the former Egypt national team manager, Carlos Queiroz. He has taken charge of Iran for a second stint ahead of the 2022 World Cup in Qatar. Queiroz had led the Egyptian national team to the 2021 Africa Cup of Nations final, where he suffered a defeat on penalties against Senegal back in February. Now, the Portuguese also lost to Senegal on penalties a month later as Egypt missed out on qualification for the 2022 World Cup in Qatar. As a result, he was sacked by the Egyptian Football Association and was replaced by Ehab Galal, who also departed his role after just 3 games in charge of the Pharaohs. Queiroz will now be heading to Asia as he's announced as the new coach of the Iranian national team. The Portuguese previously coached them between 2011 and 2019, becoming the longest-serving manager in the history of the Iran national team. Now, Queiroz is the only manager in Iran's history to lead the national team to 2 consecutive World Cups. And to athletics we go now. Kenya is the destination as Beatrice Shebe and Nicholas Kimeli walked away with 3.6 million shillings each after winning the Diamond League trophies in their specialties in Switzerland. Commonwealth 5,000-meter champion Beatrice Shebe stunned world champion Ethiopian Gudaf Segei to win in 14 minutes 31.03 seconds, guiding compatriots world 10,000-meter bronze medalist Margaret Chelimo to a 1-2 finish. Chelimo clocked 14 minutes 31.52 seconds and Segei finished with 14 minutes 32.11 seconds. Now, alongside the money, she pocketed the trophy as well. Commonwealth Games 5,000-meter silver medalist Kimeli clocked 12 minutes 59.05 seconds for his maiden trophy, beating refugee athlete Dominic Lukinyomo to second place in 12 minutes 59.4 seconds, as Grant Fisher from the United States settled third in 13 minutes 56 seconds. Kimeli becomes the first Kenyan to win the 5,000-meter Diamond League trophy since Caleb Mwangangi in 2014. 22-year-old Shebe stayed behind the pack as Segei, the world 1,500-meter silver medalist, took the pack through 2,000-meter and 3,000-meter in 5 minutes 47.08 seconds and 8 minutes 43.71 seconds, respectively. A big one for the Kenyans right there, pocketing a lot of money from the world of athletics, and also we look forward to major tennis tournaments. Still talking about the US Open, the semi-final rounds for both the male and the female. Will bring you up-to-date results from those games. But then we look forward to Thursday football and the Red Devils, who are supposed to be playing with their greatest of all-time player. They will be playing Europa League and Saragay. I'm sure you'll be happy to watch Thursday football.
I knew Zoka would not go without throwing that shade.
You'll be back on Friday, right?
Yes,
I guess we're going to talk about
Friday.
I was wondering
afternoon.
if you were going to make a comment on what's happened in Chelsea and their manager being fired.
Yeah, so it's really appalling when we got that story yesterday that Thomas Tuchel has been fired. And I felt like, come on, it's too early to let go of the manager. And from reports, we hear that he wasn't fired because of the 1-0 loss to Dinamo Zagreb. It was because they had that conversation, and the new owner, Todd Bowley, said he wasn't so confident with the manager, Thomas Tuchel. And he said, look, they've had a conversation and they're looking for someone to take over from Thomas Tuchel when he's been let go of. So it was actually crowned after that loss to Dynamo Kiev. And for Tuchel himself, he says, look, the players are not giving what they are supposed to give to the football game. And he also feels like he has lost the dressing room, he has lost the respect of the players, and he has been let go of. Sad one, and Chelsea fans are not too happy about this development.
We're very disgruntled.
That's
But I'm sure there'll be
drama.
Yeah, lots of drama going on there.
Very true.
We'll certainly follow up with all these stories.
Yeah, I wanted to ask, can you quickly speak about Liverpool? With their loss yesterday, is Jurgen Klopp maybe also likely to face similar?
No, I don't think so. Liverpool are not the club to sack coaches that way. Yes, they've started the season poorly, but we know Liverpool, and they'll surely bounce back. Let's see what happens before the World Cup kicks off. And during the transfer window in January, then we'll see if Liverpool will finish good or not. But for Jurgen Klopp, I think his job is still secure for now.
All right. Thanks very much, Udoka and Joko. See you again.
Thank you very much.
All right.